Today's Sunshine Note is titled, Cruel Intentions and Poetic Justice. So they hanged Haman on the gallows he had prepared for Mordecai. Esther 7:10. If I could make a movie out of just one book of the Bible, it would be the book of Esther. It could win an award for the most fitting and ironic ending ever written. Esther, a Jewish orphan, had been raised by her uncle Mordecai. When King Xerxes disposes Queen Vashti for defying him in public, he has the most beautiful women in the land brought to his palace and gives them beauty treatments for a year. Then he chooses his favorite, Esther. Jealousy and intrigue seem to be part of palace life, and soon the king's top official, Haman, has a run-in with Esther's uncle. When Mordecai refuses to bow to him, Haman talks the king into issuing a decree that all Jews in Persia will be killed on a certain day. Of course they are terrified. Esther risks her own life to approach the king uninvited. She invites him and Haman to a banquet. Xerxes knows she wants something, but she doesn't tell. Instead, she invites them to a second banquet. She will ask him then. But the plot thickens. The night after the first banquet, Haman decides he will kill Mordecai in the morning and has a 75-foot gallows built by his house. That same night, the king can't sleep, so he asks for the history books to be brought in and read to him. He learns that some time before, Mordecai reported an assassination plot on his life, but was never rewarded. So in the morning, just as Haman comes to ask permission to hang Mordecai, the king tells Haman to parade Mordecai as a hero through the streets on his own horse. But it gets better. Later that night, at Esther's second banquet, she exposes that this vile Haman, in Esther 7:6, is trying to kill all her people. The king is so angry that he leaves the room, but Haman stays to beg Esther for his life. Just as the king returns, Haman has fallen onto the couch where Esther is reclining. Will he even molest the queen while she is with me in the house? The king roars in verse 8. And has Haman hanged where? You guessed it. On the very gallows he built for Mordecai. Oh, the irony. Xerxes decrees that all the Jews can defend their lives, and they are victorious. What a story. Though unmentioned by name, you can see that God stepped in at all the right places, just in the nick of time. So if you're in a situation in which you need God to intervene, ask for His help today. Then count on Him to show up at exactly the right moment. May God bless you today.